See an exciting matchup with you and Max Scherzer. How much were you thinking about that just coming into this game, just how historic this one really kind of was?
I mean, obviously pitching against Scherzer, you know you're going to have a battle on your hands. He threw the ball really well tonight. The ball's coming out really well. The guys are saying his fastball still has a lot of jump to it. So, it's not lost on me. I think it's really cool that, Scherzer was the guy right before me to get to 3,000. And I got to play with him, got to compete against him basically our whole careers. I think it is really cool that we got to do this in our first year, and I don't know if it's our last year, but towards the end for sure. So it's been a fun ride to get to watch him and Verlander, and to get to compete against him tonight was a lot of fun. And he's still doing it. I think he's way older than me. He's like 41, so he's way older.
It's got you by a few years for sure. But just how you were able to kind of get through this outing. What was the focus for you, and how you were able to get through there relatively quite efficiently, actually?
They swing the best well. Not a lot of strikeouts, not a lot of walks. They put the ball in play. A lot of singles tonight. Honestly, if I could get lefties out, I would have been in a much better spot. The big swings tonight were from the lefties. So, and then honestly, Mookie making that double play in the second kind of really got me going. The second inning could have gotten out of hand there. So, for Mook to make that play, get me out of that, keep my pitch count down, able to get through 6, and then obviously hitting the homer too was a big night for Mook, which was awesome to see.
It's obviously really fraternity as it is, but for you, Scherzer, Verlander, does it feel like you guys have been kind of attached for a while for the last couple decades?
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I think as we've gotten older, you start to see, other people, maybe retire that we played against a lot. And, Verlander is before Scherzer and I both, so he's been doing it a lot longer than both of us. So, but at the end of the day, it's fun to get to compete against guys like that, and have a lot of respect for both those guys. And it's always fun to see, what they're doing across the league, getting to see how they're competing, how they're doing, and, fun to come out on top tonight for sure.
Can you part of a matchup? Is it part of a matchup like that for you? The fact that you guys are both pitching for first place teams, maybe the stretch run of the season here where there's still a lot of importance into obviously how you guys are pitching as well.
Yeah, it's always fun to pitch for something. I've been super spoiled here that every year it's just what you do. You're going to go to the postseason or be close to it, and I've done that every year. Other than a couple, my whole career. So it's always fun to get to do that, and I know Scherzer's been that way too a lot of times. So I think that's both. That's what makes us keep, or at least what makes me keep going. I'm sure Scherzer's the same way. That getting to be a part of October is really special, and hopefully we can be a part of that.
Mookie's a guy who kind of wears his emotions on his sleeve. Did you see a relief or weight coming off him the last couple days?
I don't know. I do think it's been awesome to see him get some knocks. I think, even when he's lining out and different things like that, you see the progress. And I think everybody in this clubhouse sees how hard, Mook's working. He's in the cage all the time. Obviously, the ground balls at shortstop has never stopped. He continues to do that. So we all have Mook's back. We know he's working hard. And tonight, to have that big swing for us, and, he gets going, this lineup will get scary really fast.
2.66 ERA in your last 13 starts. Just how pleased are you with your stuff and just where you're at this stage of your season?
Yeah, I think it's a start-by-start basis right now. I think there's always something that I can do better. Tonight was I got to figure out how to get lefties out. That's just 4 for 4 tonight against me, so I got to figure that out. But overall, able to make some big pitches, get some big double plays, and tonight was a great night.
And Alex Wood, he announced his retirement. Just any thoughts on that and just kind of what he meant to you as a teammate?
Wow, he did. Congrats. Woody, great career, man. And, Woody's a great teammate, good friend, and he pitched well for us in some big games. In the 2017 postseason, he pitched really well for us. So always be thankful to have Woody as a teammate, and even in 2020, he helped us out a lot too. So congrats on the retirement, Woody.
Just quickly, it looked like after you were done with your outing, when you were up on the top step, were you watching Max's, just his outing on the bottom of the sixth there?
I always stay for the bottom half of the inning, just kind of watch. And he's sure he's throwing the ball great. I think he was throwing like 96 tonight, and it doesn't look like he's aged at all. So good for him. Let me know how he does it.